18 years, 20 sets. What's next in store for the Modular Buildings Collection? To understand what we need, let's first examine what we have. Let's put old Tudor Corner off to the side for now and go back 18 years to the set that started it all. Believe it or not, the very first modular in the series that was designed by Jamie Berard and hit stores in 2007 was a corner modular. This is, of course, Cafe Corner. As the name applies, one would assume this has a cafe. And according to the big brick-built hotel sign, one would also assume there's a hotel within, right? No, there's nothing. It looks like a closed-up, abandoned hotel. Or if you're an optimist, I guess it just hasn't opened yet. Perhaps the owner of this modular is responsible for furnishing the interior. The first floor is just green base plates showing through. Is this grass growing or just ugly green carpet? People visiting your LEGO city would probably be better off staying at the boutique hotel where you don't have to sleep on the floor. There's also a nice coffee shop in Assembly Square. I think it's fair to say this building has been superseded by the boutique hotel. Now, this video is not about disrespecting any of these awesome sets, but rather looking out for the best interest of my citizens as mayor of my city. Actually got two modulars in 2007. The second one was Market Street and was a factory-themed set. I feel like this was an outlier and just wasn't up to par with the others. However, the Green Grocer in 2008 made a lot of sense. A grocery store is a perfect establishment to have, and it gets quite expensive eating out all the time, so you need a place to buy groceries, right? Though there's another problem, as many apartments, townhomes don't have kitchens for cooking. The most complete apartment, tailored to a single person in my opinion, is in Assembly Square. It's been 17 years since the Green Grocer. LEGO should probably revisit this idea soon. In 2009, we got something very essential. The Fire Brigade. It's clearly an American-inspired build. The city theme gets a bunch of fire stations, right? The Modular Buildings Collection? 16 years ago. The set came with the classic ladder truck. It's the first time we're seeing a vehicle included within the modular building set. The city-themed fire trucks are usually too modern-looking for the vintage era of the MBC, so we needed something classic. Notice that I abbreviated Modular Buildings Collection. From here on out, I'm just going to call it MBC. Vehicles bring another aspect to the collection. Some sets come with vehicles such as the Palace Cinema with the limo, or the Downtown Diner with the pink caddy. Some were GWPs such as the Vintage Taxi, Delivery Truck, and Retro Food Truck. Yeah, this year's Corner Kiosk probably would have been better as a vehicle. I feel like LEGO needs to remake a fire station with different architecture and inspired by a different region of the world. Of course, they could also just re-release this one, and I'd be very happy about that. In fact, I think it'd be a good idea for LEGO to make one new modular each year, as well as re-release an old one. That way, for those that have missed out, get another opportunity to add this to the collection, to their collection, and not pay outrageous secondary market prices. Anyway, moving on to 2010, we have the Grand Emporium, the second corner building in the series. I can definitely see this being necessary, having a place to buy clothes, considering there's no online shopping in this time era. Though it's a 3-story shop with escalators, really fancy by the way, there's really not much to buy. Relating to clothing, we got the tailor with the Jazz Club and the haberdashery with Tudor Corner, but perhaps a textile factory is needed. In 2011, we got the pet shop. This not only provided a place for getting a cat or dog, but also made more living spaces. That includes the townhouse that is on its own half base plate, as well as up above the pet shop. The townhouse has no kitchen, but does have a toilet. It's only partially furnished, but the idea here is that someone new is moving in. By the way, the apartment above the pet shop has a kitchen, but not a toilet. Well, I guess we can't ask for everything. Shops are good for commerce, provides a place for people to work, and also a place for people to spend money. I feel like this set is superseded, though, by the Bookshop, as it also comes with the townhouse. Now, if you have both this and the Bookshop, well, it's not really a bad thing having more living spaces. By the way, I really appreciate the mailboxes for each building. We definitely need more mailboxes scattered around the streets, and I think it's about time to get a post office. The post office doesn't even have to be that big. It can be like this mock that I built. In 2012, LEGO offered up something that every city should have. Town Hall. There definitely needs to be law and order, though we wouldn't get anyone to uphold the law until 8 years later. I feel like a place is needed for people to get their licenses, passports, etc. This should be a foundation of any city. It was 13 years ago. I don't have it. Perhaps we can get a re-release or a remake of Town Hall or some kind of courthouse. 2013, LEGO offered up some needed entertainment with the Palace Cinema. A cinema is a great choice, as well as the unique Far East architecture. As mentioned before, the set comes with a limo, so well-to-do people can get around town. This set has the one and only red base plate. Okay, that's pretty cool. I modded my sidewalks to add studded connections for the figs, the spotlights, etc. I also moved the lamppost to outside the front entrance, because every corner modular that LEGO put out has the lamppost on the right, but I like moving it to the corner if I'm facing the corner modular to the right. On the subject of entertainment, what else do we need in the MBC? That falls within the lines of LEGO's ethics, of course. We saw the Jazz Club 10 years after the cinema. Are we going to have to wait until 2033 for a casino corner? Just kidding. This is probably not in line with LEGO's ethics. Perhaps a dance hall, a theatrical performance stage, or an arcade would be suitable. You know, the one with pinball machines, skee-ball, not video games as they weren't around yet. You can fulfill your entertainment desires at the pool hall and detective's office, or perhaps hang out at the diner with the jukebox. Above the diner is a gym with the boxing arena. I guess the museum can also be seen as entertainment as well. In 2014, we got our first restaurant, and a French one at that. Plenty of outdoor seating, very charming looking. But what other eateries are needed? What other restaurants? We've got the American Diner 4 years later in 2018, Donut Shop with the police station in 2021, the Pizzeria with the Jazz Club in 2023, and the Old Guarded Inn with Tudor Corner in 2025. We're doing pretty good with food establishments, but would suggest it seeing more variations like something Asian or Indian, maybe like some pho, a Vietnamese restaurant, especially since LEGO is trying to get into the Asian market. The Detective's Office was next in line after the Parisian Restaurant. It was released in 2015. It provides a lot of diversity. I mean, a detective is good for the city, especially since there's no police upholding the law. Al's Barber Shop is a nice touch, but probably should have gotten a beauty or nail salon at this point for the ladies. I don't think they'll be going to Al's to get their hair done. Just saying. The pool hall is nice to have, as well as the upstairs kitchen for baking cookies. The Brick Bank is the 11th set in the MBC. Finally, a place to put your money and sleep well at night. Well, it turns out the safe is not as safe as you would think. Let's not forget about the all-important laundromat next door, where there's also a money laundering scheme going on. Aside from the crime, both of these establishments are a must in the LEGO City. Too bad we didn't get an armored truck. Definitely needed some security there. A police officer inside the bank would be nice. Maybe some security cameras. Assembly Square celebrates 10 years of the MBC. And where do I start? This is a great place to gather. This set is full of different establishments spread out on a base plate and a half. How about starting off with a proper coffee shop? There's a music shop, a dance studio up above it. Okay, yeah. A florist? A bakery? Yes, sir. A photography studio. Very nice. Dentist office? Brilliant. Notice that after the release of Assembly Square, every year afterwards, each modular building has figs showing their teeth when smiling. Not just generic smiley faces anymore. And this is probably because there is a dentist in town now. I'm just saying. Assembly Square brought a lot to the table, including a nice apartment with both a kitchen and a toilet. We also got a baby. I mean, where did that baby come from? No, I'm not asking that kind of question. I'm just saying there's no hospital in town. Still, after 18 years, we need a full hospital. Or at least we can start off with a doctor's office, a pharmacy, and an optometrist. We just plain need more healthcare. It's that simple. That should be on the top of the list. However, perhaps we have no one to fill these occupations because they require education, and we have no education in the city. No schools, no universities. So, schools, universities, doctors' offices, hospitals, pharmacy, yeah, those are all needed urgently. The downtown diner is a straight, but could be worked out as a corner. I modded my sidewalk tiling to make it feel like a corner modular. I feel like an American restaurant establishment is necessary in the city. Diner is an obvious choice. If you're tired of eating French, well, now you have more variety. The architecture of this set is very different, never seen before. And on the subject of variety, above the diner is a gym and a music studio. Perhaps we could follow up with a karate or taekwondo dojo later? And did I mention the pink caddy that was included? The corner garage in 2019 provided a necessary place to fuel up and service vehicles. Comes with a wrecker, which is really convenient. Up above the mechanic is a vet. It's nice to see the animals of the city getting proper treatment. Come on. There appears to be a pretty nice apartment on the 3rd floor. And on the subject of cars and garages, it would be nice to have a car dealership with an indoor showroom. This set is probably not as urgent as a school or doctor's office. We can certainly walk or bike around town for now. In 2020, LEGO released the Bookshop. However, the townhouse, I feel like, was the highlight in this one for me. The Bookshop is nice, but would have much rather seen a larger 2-story library. It's nice to have extra living spaces, but don't feel like this set contributes that well to the necessities of the city. However, that being said, we wouldn't get any more proper living spaces again like this for the next 5 years at least. Next up to bat in the series is the police station. There's a small living space above the donut shop where the donut thief lives and fishes for donuts through a hole underneath his bed. How dare he when police are next door? Aside from that, the police station has most essentials of what we are needing, like a holding cell, desks, and an interrogation room. There's also this evidence room and a place to take some mugshots. The LCPD, the LEGO City Police Department, should have probably gotten a patrol car or at least a motorcycle. So we're still missing police transportation as well as an ambulance. Of course, there's nowhere to take someone that's hurt or sick, unless you're a cat or dog. The boutique hotel arrived in 2022, and a hotel is necessary for visitors of any city. Either get a room without a bathroom on the 2nd floor, or a full-on penthouse suite. Let's hope that suite is available at a decent price. The art gallery is a nice touch, and there probably could be an art class down the road, literally and metaphorically speaking. The jazz club is a nice form of late-night entertainment when the Palace Cinema and the diner are closed. Don't feel like it's absolutely necessary, but still nice to have. Actually, I feel like the pizza place next door is more necessary. Hey, we can now get food delivered. The tailor is also a convenience. I wouldn't consider the museum to be a starting point to a city, but rather an addition later to tell the rich history of LEGO kind. It's great to have for educational purposes, considering no schools exist, and it's a good way to attract visitors to your city for extra revenue. Probably not as necessary as Town Hall though, but still does have a nice presence to it. Continuing the trend with a corner modular every 3 years, Tudor Corner offers for the first time a non-mistakenly British build. And for the architecture alone, I think this was a necessary addition. Not so much for the establishments and occupations. I mean, we have a restaurant that serves bacon and eggs and coffee. That's fine. A whole 2nd floor dedicated for a clockmaker? Okay. A haberdashery, and somebody who loves cats on the 3rd floor. Yes, we do get a chimney sweep, so... I already gave you a lot of my ideas of what should come next to the MBC. In addition, it'd be cool to see an architect, a construction management firm, and just more offices in general for places for people to work. How about a carpenter or a welder or a Lego factory? Not the theme. We do need a market grocery store, but not another Market Street. I'm talking about the old Lego factory that made wooden toys and maybe add the first plastic injection molding machine in it. I think it'd fit in well with the mid-20th century setting of the MBC. I'm just saying. Regarding geography and architecture, probably need more countries represented in specific detail, as with Tudor Corner. As far as colors go, would like to see more of what Tudor Corner has to offer, with so many contrasting neutral colors that all come together really well. There's actually a lot of good things to say about the newest one in the collection. Those are my opinions. What would you like to see next? What should be the 20th anniversary modular building?